So the Demon King of, or I'm sorry, the Misfit of Demon King Academy. Just finished it. I don't really know how I feel about it, cause I was going into it doing what I usually do, kind of hoping for at least an isekai, or not an isekai. It's not an isekai. Why am I saying it's an isekai? He's like fantasy slice of life. I got confused because, like, I guess it would be fantasy. I guess it would be like a fantasy comedy, like school type show, but there's not a school or slice of life for it to be a slice of life. But it's not enough. It doesn't really feel like enough comedy to be a comedy either. So I guess if anything, it's just like a fantasy type show. So what it's about is, kind of from the title, is our main character is Anos, and he is the revived ancestor of the demons. He is the tyrannical demon king from 2,000 years ago, but history has been rewritten, so they don't know it's him. Someone else has rewritten history and claimed they are the true demon king. Which, even if they don't believe Anos is the demon king, the shit he pulls, like, at the very least, they're like, maybe he's related somehow. I don't know. Like, he's just so off the scales. But it's not, like, I think it was it Mother's Basement that did a video on it, how he was comparing it to One Punch Man. Which at first I was like, how the fuck? No, that doesn't make sense. And then I watched the rest of the video and I was like, oh, okay, I can kind of get where he's trying to say. But at the same time, like, One Punch Man for me was super satisfying to watch. Made me laugh, it made me cry. I can rewatch that to hell and back. Recommend it to everyone I fucking know. I love that show. This one, I can kind of see how he was comparing them in a sense that both of them are very, how do I put this? Like, battles are very quickly won. They're very much off the scale. Everyone else is just kind of meh. But with One Punch Man, it was so funny because we knew it was going to end in a second. Doesn't matter how powerful they are or how long they're on screen. It literally just takes a fucking second and then they're gone. With this, I don't know, it kind of feels like it's way too short to be an interesting fight that gets your hopes up. But it's still too fucking long that it's not as funny as One Punch Man's just getting it over with quickly. I think, don't get me wrong, there are some fun parts in this show, and some likable characters, and some good music, and some good animation. It's just, I don't know. Like, I don't hate it or anything, but I don't love it like One Punch Man. I don't want to rewatch it just for shits and giggles like, Arifureta or Deathmatch Pro Rhapsody. For some reason, I like those better than this one. But I can obviously see people, being like, the fuck are you talking about? This one's better. So I do like it, but it's kind of for me, so that's why I said I don't really know how to feel about it. But anyway, basically, the story is, yeah, he's the resurrected Demon King. Basically what he did is sacrifice his life to put up a barrier around all these realms or whatever, worlds or whatever the fuck it is. Because there was war between humans and demons, and he was sick of it, so him and the hero Kanan decided to kind of help one another and put up these barriers using Anos's, like, life force, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, I don't know. It's like a couple of scenes worth of information. And then this 2,000 years later is when this story takes place, and he's reborn as a high school student, which we later find out he's literally just like a fucking month old, but somehow his body is rapidly aged to the point that he's like a high school student. Personally, the best part of this goddamn anime for me was his fucking parents. They were all the comic relief. They were was like some of the most touching moments. They were the comic relief. They were kind of just like the most fun part of the entire show for me. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like Ano's doing some dumb bullshit, like spinning a castle on this finger like a fucking basketball, but still. I don't know. But basically the rest of the story is kind of like him. I want to say like trying to prove he's the Demon King. He doesn't really fucking need to. Like I said, no. But basically they all believe someone else is the Demon King, his sisters are, and he's trying to figure out what the fuck happened, who did it. But, like, it sounds so much more interesting than it actually is. It feels way too laid back the entire time, but not in a hilarious way, like One Punch Man did it, where everything was just... Like, that was the point of One Punch Man, is that, like, this whole world is going on, there's all these superpowers, and then there's just one motherfucker that can just end things in a second, and gets no joy or satisfaction out of it, and then there's Anos, who's... I don't know, just doesn't do it well for me. But... that's if you're really comparing the two of them. Like I said, I can totally understand people liking this and people like me who are just kind of like, I don't know. I do recommend watching it. It's 13 episodes. It's on Crunchyroll. I don't know if I ever said that right. I don't think I did. Like I said, I think I like it, but not as much as I liked, for whatever reason, Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody. And that was a lot more fun for me. I don't know why. Like, I really can't pick out why I like it better. Maybe because I really like the, I don't know, maybe it's just there wasn't enough time for stuff. Like, it feels like I can't really see them doing another season of this. Of, Misfit, doing Academy. Because, like, it felt like they wrapped it up very... how do I put this? Like, it felt like something that would be based off a short novel, if anything. Not like a huge series, or like with lots of lore or anything. No, it just kind of feels... I don't know, maybe just because this season, there were other stronger contenders. There was like... maybe it was just, I got to the point where, like, I just finished, like, what was it? Like, Ascendance of Bookworm and other stuff that had, like, a lot more lore to it and, like, a little bit more building to it and more story to it. This kind of feels very, bare bones to me somehow. Like, I'm not trying to insult it. I did enjoy the show. It's just, maybe it just wasn't what I was looking for. And I just didn't feel that, like, the itch I wanted of, like, all the things I would want in this type of show. Where it's, like, an overlord. There's a lot more battles, there's a lot more scheming, and then there's none of that. And then One Punch Man, it's a lot more comic relief, but there's not a whole lot of that in here. I don't know. Maybe I was comparing it to other things without realizing it. And somehow it just kind of became, like, for me. Anyway, if you do watch it, I hope you like it more than I did. I didn't see the end coming, and I did think the ending episode was probably my favorite. I like the music, like I said. But yeah, I think the last episode, the 13th episode, was my favorite. Because it was, they did wrap it nicely, but like... sorry, it's like, what time is it? Hold on. It's like almost 4:30 here, and so... there's that, which means there's not lighting, and I have the Roku on, and of course that's providing the light right now. Me, I'm never using proper lighting. I would apologize, but I don't care. It's not like I'm doing a bunch of interesting stuff where I would need light. I'm just kind of sitting here and you're looking at my face. Hi. Why do you always get down? Wait. You went potty, you had your food. It's not time for your medicine yet. We're trying out new medicine with her. Because the other stuff was harder to get and more expensive, so then we're trying out this to see if it works. It's kind of the same thing, just like a different form of it, I guess. I don't know. But we're all doing good for the update. I'm watching the new shows. This review took forever. I just kind of wasn't in the mood to watch the last episode. I don't know. But yeah, we're all okay. We're fine. We got what we need, and my dog is still a goose. You know, all the normal stuff. Anyway, maybe check it out. Maybe not. It's your call.